Here we go. So guys, what I just did, this is very important. These are the ones that are the ones people have questions on the most, okay? So look up here, please. Factored out the 3, made my coefficient A is equal to 1. I left a space for my completing the square because that's where that b over 2 squared piece will go. B is 6. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Squared is 9. You said it would always be positive because it would be squared, and you were correct. But I'm not adding 9 to the right side. How much am I adding? 27. So this is 72. The reason why I'm recording this is because of what I'm going to show you here in just a bit. Because you have to know how to do this by hand. Some of you learned it in Algebra 1. Some of you it's been a while. Square root of x squared gives me x. Square root of 9 gives me 3. I borrow the first sign. And this 3 right here stays. From here, the reason why I said be careful with your transformations is because sometimes people will divide by 3 and then they'll move this over here. And what you just messed up was a vertical stretch by 3 that you needed to keep there for your transformations. So mathematically you can do that for x, but you don't want to do that at first because of your transformations. Yes? Question? No. Okay. What was your question?
Didn't you just say before that for the b squared over 2 that it shouldn't be in parentheses?
That it should.
Okay.
Where'd you get plus 9 from?
Plus 9 was, this is my new b term. My b term was originally 18.
Right.
But because I GCF'd out this 3, it became a 6.
Right.
So put that in the b over 2 squared. 6 divided by 2 is 3.
Squared.
Squared, not times 3, or not times 2, but 3 times 3 gives me 9.
Right. And then, okay, so whenever you do b over 2 way, it goes the other side right there.
Yes, that is the completing the square part. That's why, so completing the square visually, you could do that. If that helps you memorize it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay? So now, transformations. I have y is equal to 3, x plus 3, minus 72. The vertex that you should have written down is negative 3, negative 72. Okay? The transformations, and you either get this all or none. The transformations, first you're going to shift 3 to the left. Okay? Then you're going to, and I'm just abbreviating it, you would put horizontal shift 3 over to the left. Then you would do a vertical stretch by a factor of 3. And then last but not least, you would do a vertical shift 72 units down. Raise your hand if you got all those 3 in correct order. Nice. Alright, so to finish this out, we will mathematically divide both sides by 3. We will take the square root, remembering the plus and minus. And what do I have on the left side? X plus 3. Now some of you know this, some of you don't. Not only will I remind you of what I'm about to do, I'm going to extend it to something you may not have known or seen. But it's to strengthen you of what's coming. Here we go. So, this root 24 can be simplified. It can be prime factorization simplified. Watch what I do. Primes are just a number times 1, where it's just, those are the only factors. Nothing else can be factored. And these two cannot be the same number. They must be different numbers. So a prime number is where the factors are itself and 1, and nothing else. They can't be the same number. So what's the smallest prime factor that we have? 2. then 3, right? Let's keep going. What's after 3? 5, and then 7, then? No, not 9, because there's 3 and 3. 11, 13, 17, 19, 3. We'll stop there. Alright. So guys, when you have a square root like this, again, these are the details that if you don't master it and you have to know it, that's when calculus is difficult. What number is understood to be there? 2. The number is 2 because it's the square root. Now, we don't write the 2 there, but sometimes we will write a 3 there. You see what I'm saying? So a 2 means this. The 2 is the square root, the 3 is the cube root, and the way you do this is, visually, you're going to break this 24 down to primes. 2 and 12. 2 and 6. 2 and 3. These are the prime numbers that we just listed out. And that's how you know where to stop. Okay? So with that being said, 24 can be written as this. So if I said, take the square root, and nothing was there, that 2 means that you're going to bring them out in a party of 2. Okay? So you have 2, 2, 2, and 3. You will bring a pair out. So this will come out as just 1, and the 2 and 3 stay in there to get to root 6. But if you had a cube root, it means it's no longer a party of 2, it's a party of 3, where these come out as 2. And the 3, these are called simplifying radicals. Just a fancy word of just what we just did. Now, this 24, it was square rooted, will be 2, what? 2 root 6. And it's a plus or minus. You with me? So now all I'm going to do is subtract the 3 over. And I have 2 answers. I have negative 3 plus 2 root 6 and negative 3 minus 2 root 6.